Let's look at the options for screencasting our slideshow, our presentation, at full screen. Certainly a great way of going about recording it, but there's a couple considerations you should think about. The first is within PowerPoint, so click the Slideshow tab, Resolution. Make sure you set the resolution to use the current resolution. If you use any other setting, what's going to happen is PowerPoint's going to dynamically adjust the display setting once you click and run your slideshow. And depending on when you click and recorded your screencast, that could cause some display problems because your screencast would have started recording at one size and then PowerPoint adjusted that midway through the recording. Best to let PowerPoint work off the current resolution and instead change your settings from your desktop. So you're actually just changing your display settings. So working here in Vista, I'm just changing my display settings. Best to probably bring it down somewhere around 1024 by 768, maybe 800 by 600. Unless you recorded in a custom size of your PowerPoint, 4:3 ratio is going to be perfect, and unless you really have a lot of extra detail, you probably don't need to go as high as 1024 or 1280. So 1024 is probably fine, 800 by 600 is great. Either way, just adjust your display setting from within your operating system rather than from PowerPoint. And the final consideration is also within PowerPoint Slideshow. You just want to verify that your slideshow is set up. So make sure this first option under Show Type is set up. It's the default option, but you just want to make sure that's the one that's actually enabled. And the only trade-off with recording at full screen then would be that you can't view your slide notes. So if you don't need to see your slide notes while you screencast your presentation, full screen is obviously a great option. Just make sure your Show Type is set to the first option, and your resolution in PowerPoint is set to use the current resolution.